Good evening and welcome to ECISD Live. My name is Scott Murray and I'm the superintendent of Ector County Independent School District. And it's a pleasure to welcome you to tonight's show, Choices, Choices, Choices. Do we have choices for you? Tonight you're going to hear from a group of 13 principals that are going to talk about some of the choices that we have available to students and families in ECISD. And we're excited about each of these choices. And as we celebrate this month in which our families get to make some really interesting choices about the education of their children. But before we jump into all of the choices, we're going to share a few quick updates with you on some things that are happening in ECISD. The first one is starting next week, we will begin COVID-19 testing of staff members. We have an opportunity through the Texas Education Agency to provide free quick tests to any staff member in ECISD that during the school day happens to display symptoms that are related to COVID-19. And again, we'll start that on Monday in ECISD. Once we begin with our staff members and we are successful in administering those tests, we'll then begin to transition to provide that opportunity, that same opportunity to students in ECISD. With parent permission, any student that displays symptoms of COVID-19 during the school day would have an opportunity to receive that quick test. And within 15 minutes, we'll know at 98% accuracy if indeed the student or the staff member has contracted COVID-19. So once again, that'll start on Monday for all staff members, and we'll be transitioning that opportunity to students in the coming weeks, and we look forward to engaging in that. Give us more information so that we can make really smart choices about how we keep our kids and staff members safe on our campuses. Saturday at exactly 10:39 a.m. is an opportunity that you won't want to miss. We're partnering once again with SpaceX. SpaceX will be launching a rocket on Saturday morning at 10:39, and several ECISD students will have patches, are the patches that astronauts wear on their arm. Several of our students have designed patches that will make their way to the International Space Station aboard a SpaceX rocket. So we are appreciative to SpaceX for giving our children this opportunity. And again, you'll see those launch bright and early, 10:39 a.m. Saturday morning, weather permitting. They've already had to postpone that launch one time, so we're fingers crossed for a healthy launch on Saturday morning as some of our kids have their artwork on the form of patches make their way to the International Space Station. Really a cool opportunity for kids in ECISD. So thank you, SpaceX, for making that possible for our kids. And finally, another quick announcement for teachers in ECISD. Next week, we have a huge announcement coming your way about the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards, an opportunity that has been in place for about 20 years across the country. And we're bringing this opportunity to teachers in ECISD in a really big way. And we invite all teachers and community members to pay attention to this really big announcement that we'll be making next week. If you thought SpaceX was big, just wait to hear this announcement. Again, we're excited to bring this to the teachers of ECISD. All right, choices, choices, choices. We have choices in ECISD, and we'd like to talk a little bit about the choices that we have available to our students and our families tonight. Before we introduce our principals and get into those specific choices, I'd like to bring to join me on the screen right now, Alicia Severson. Alicia is one of our assistant superintendents, and she oversees the choice program in Ector County Independent School District. So Alicia, thank you for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to see you. You actually have quite a few things in your portfolio of leadership, but one really cool thing that you have is the choice program in ECISD. Tell us a little bit about what is the choice program.
Thank you, Dr. Murray. Yes, we do have choices for families. You know, we know that all students have unique interests and unique talents, some of those yet to be discovered. So having choices that may or may not be offered within their neighborhood school really gives students an opportunity to explore and discover those unique talents and interests that they may not even realize that they have. So this is an exciting time for parents to be able to check into what we have to offer and see if one of those things fits your child.
It is. You know, when I was growing up, Ms. Severson, it was simply you went to the school, you know, you live in a neighborhood and you go to that particular school. Why is choice such an important part of the work that we're doing in ECISD?
Well, it allows students to look outside of their boundary, to really focus on those interests that they might have that their neighborhood school might not offer. I think about some of our high school fine arts programs and students that are very, very interested in playing in the band or playing in the orchestra. And sometimes those things aren't offered at the same level in elementary schools that they are offered in our high schools. Well, we have a visual performing arts elementary campus that can really allow a child to tap into those interests as they think of those long-term goals moving into middle school and high school and even into college.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it is, and when you think about that, high school kids, you know, as they have choices as they select courses, and you know, many of our high school kids follow a pathway throughout their high school career that gives them lots of unique choices. But you know, this is one way, especially at the elementary and middle school level, for kids to have some of those choices that sometimes only older students have in their academic career. So thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to actually talk a little bit later in the show as we walk our parents through how they can engage in this choice opportunity and actually fill out applications and that and so forth and so such. But before we get to the technical side, we want to meet our 13 leaders tonight and let them introduce their programs and tell us a little bit more about the plethora of choice that exists in ECISD. So leading us off tonight is Valerie Rivera. Valerie is the principal of Blackshear Elementary School. And Valerie, you actually lead one of the oldest schools in ECISD. I remember visiting your school one time, and we actually went to find in one of your hallways when your school was originally built. I think your school is over 80 years old, so a significant history as you walk through the halls of Blackshear Elementary. So thank you for joining us tonight. Health and wellness, that is the choice, the option at Blackshear. Tell us a little bit about your program.
Yes, Dr. Murray. Blackshear Elementary is a pre-K through 5th grade school with pre-K being full day. Our magnet focus is on health and wellness. We believe in moving, eating healthy, and finding ways to improve our intellectual well-being. Our staff is dedicated to having fun while getting healthy at the same time. And our program provides a variety of health and wellness classes, such as healthy living, book clubs for the enjoyment of reading, Zumba class, jump rope, running, exercising through kickboxing, aerobics, and other fun activities. Some of the benefits of our program include improved student morale, teamwork skills, stronger engagement, and energy levels. And our team does enjoy presenting students and staff with fitness and wellness challenges. We encourage students who enjoy physical and intellectual wellness activities to apply to our magnet program.
Good. So it sounds like you're unique. What you went through a whole list of interesting things that are offered at your school. What are some of those, a few of those things that you find kids are most interested in when they make the Blackshear choice?
They really enjoy the healthy living because this includes learning what types of foods are healthy and nutritious. So they get to cook or make their own healthy snacks. So they like learning about that, of course.
Yeah, kids and eating kind of go hand in hand. And I heard Zumba as well. You've got kids taking Zumba courses?
Yes, kids love dancing. So yeah, they really enjoy that class as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So a unique opportunity, again, for kids in ECISD at Blackshear Elementary School as they explore health and wellness. And probably, I guess you could probably claim the title of the healthiest kids in ECISD. Would that be true?
That would probably be true, yes.
Claim it. Good. Hey, Valerie, thank you for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure. All right, good.
Thank you, Dr. Smith.
Hey, you're very welcome. All right, we're going to transition to another unique choice that we have in ECISD, a Montessori program, an opportunity, again, for pre-K through 5th grade students at our Montessori school. So we have the principal, Tanya Haygood, is with us. She's the principal of Austin Montessori. So Tanya, tell us a little bit about Montessori. That's an unusual word for very different from a typical school. So tell us a little bit about Austin.
Yeah, Yes, thank you so much. It may be best to walk down history just a little bit and give a history lesson. Montessori is a very special teaching method based on the research and lifelong work of Dr. Maria Montessori. She devoted her whole life to studying the development of children, and she found in her study that students learn exceptionally well when they are given choice, when they have something in their hands to work with, when instruction is geared towards the needs of each individual child. And so we carry this work forward for her all over the world. But at Austin, we do this work as a public Montessori program. We like to share that our classrooms, our Montessori classrooms, are grouped in 3-year age spans. So there's a lot of benefits to that. One being that each student gets to stay with their teacher for 3 years. And so in that time, teachers get to know the strengths, needs, and interests of each child very well. And of course, you can imagine that there is a strong bond between the child and the student and the family too. And so that's one of the very special components of our program here.
Yep, absolutely. Tanya, if I walk into a Montessori classroom, what I'm going to see that's different from a traditional classroom that many parents may be familiar with?
Yes, well, you could probably see behind me, it doesn't look like a traditional classroom. We have areas of the classroom that are prepared for each content. So there's a math area, a language area, a botany area, a geography area. And so students get to choose the lessons that they would like to do instead of having a schedule so much. They're able to create their own schedule. And so there's that independence component to it. And so we really like that.
Yeah, very interesting. So you're talking elementary students making choices and decisions about their own learning?
Yes, absolutely. Here at Austin, we have a saying that says we seek to educate the whole child. So that doesn't mean just their intellect. Their social, emotional, and physical well-being is very important to us. And that includes their choice and the ultimate goal of being independent. You hear children as young as 3 saying, "Let me do it." And so we're able to build that those choices in for them.
Yeah, no, that's great. If a parent wanted to research a bit more about just the concept of Montessori, where would you send them?
Yes, I thought about that. And so we have a lot of information on our website. You can look at our school Facebook page. We have a school Twitter page. And there are so many relevant articles, just simple Google searches. You could search, what does a Montessori classroom look like? Who is Dr. Montessori? What is Montessori education? And you could get a lot of really great images and articles about Montessori.
Good. Hey, thanks, Tanya. It's a fascinating place. I love walking the halls of your school. Just the kids. In fact, it's one place you can go when you walk in the classroom. Nobody knows that you're in there because they're so focused on what they're doing. So thank you for the work that you and your staff are doing to educate the kids in ECISD. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right. From Montessori to dual language, in ECISD, we believe and celebrate diversity. We also celebrate the diversity of language and dialect that our kids bring to the table. So much so that we want to continue that dual language opportunity that many of our students have. We want to celebrate languages they come with and enrich them with new languages. And we do that in one of our schools called Cameron Elementary. Cameron is a dual language magnet program, and we're excited to welcome Jacob Vargas. Mr. Vargas is the principal at Cameron, and he's going to tell us a little bit about dual language and what that is and what that looks like. So Mr. Vargas, take it away. Tell us about Cameron.
Good evening, Ector County. My name is Jacob Vargas. I'm the principal at Cameron Dual Language Magnet. So we are a pre-K through 6th grade campus that has a 50-50 dual language two-way model. So what that means is regardless of your child's first language, whether that's English, Spanish, it doesn't matter, they can attend our school, and we encourage students of diversity to attend our school. they receive 50% of their instruction in English and 50% of their instruction in Spanish. Now, what we want parents to know is we are teaching all of the academic areas, math, reading, writing, science, social studies, in both languages. And through their time with us, 5 to 7 years, they will acquire the second language through academic instruction. And studies show and research shows that students that participate in a dual language program are more creative, more productive, and are ready to contribute to the global community when they grow older, being bilingual and biliterate. The teachers at Cameron are highly trained on how to help students acquire a second language. They get trained when they come to our campus, and then they continue that training throughout their time with us so that we refine their skills on helping students acquire that second language. Something that was interesting that happened this past year in 2020 is that Cameron Elementary was actually designated as one of the 8 campuses in Texas as a school transforming learning. And what that means is we are a campus that is using creative, innovative ways of instruction to meet the needs of our students. One of those ways that we've been innovative in that way is we have also added, we have a third language where students are actually learning French. Now that starts in grade 1st and goes all the way up through when they leave us at Cameron. And we want to ensure that we are building English and Spanish and then a interest in the French language. This is also great because when students leave Cameron, they're able to go on to middle school and high school. And if they choose to take French and throughout ECISD, they could leave ECISD being trilingual in English, Spanish, and French.
So clarify, so you've used bilingual and trilingual. Explain.
What we do is we tell parents our primary focus and our primary work is with the languages of English and Spanish. So we are building bilingual and biliterate children where they're learning to read and write in English and Spanish. We are not promising that they're going to be completely fluent in reading and writing of French. It's more of an exposure in studying theater and art and food and culture surrounding the countries that speak French. And there are so many countries that French is their primary language, not just France. So learning that background of geography and culture and arts is embedded into the French program.
And they could continue that language later on if that's something they wish to do.
And we really encourage our students to do that, to have a gift of language.
Jacob, one of the things you said I think is the most astounding is that, kids that are biliterate are potentially more successful academically as well and more well-rounded. And that biliteracy can begin on your campus in the pre-K experience. Those kids can begin that journey to becoming biliterate citizens. I will tell you, I wish I was biliterate. I know just in the job that I have, that would make me so much more effective. So good stuff. Hey, thank you for what you're doing at Cameron. You are creating a citizen in our community and in our state and our nation that is going to be much more well-rounded than citizens that we've created in the past. So thank you for the work that you're doing to make our kid, to create really a generation of biliterate kids for our community and for the state of Texas. Good stuff. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you.
All right, from dual language to STEAM. You may be familiar with STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, but our next principal is going to tell you a little bit about her school, and she's one-upped the game. It is not just STEM anymore, it's all about STEAM. So the principal of Gale Pond Alamo STEAM Academy, Regina Lee, is going to join us. She's going to tell us a little bit about this STEAM thing. So Regina, thanks for being here tonight. What is STEAM?
STEAM is amazing. And so thank you, Dr. Muri. I'm Regina Lee, the principal at Gale Pond Alamo STEAM Academy. And so STEAM, like you mentioned, we have science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And so STEM, we are a nationally certified STEM school, and that was since 2019. We did add art, and it's really the arts, and so fine arts as well. We have an art teacher that's amazing, and so the kiddos use their background in all of those components, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, to solve problems, the world's problems. And so obviously that's something that we need kids to be able to do these days, and so they They use the design process to to really figure out what's something we can solve, what do we need to create, what can we do to help the world be better. We also incorporate leadership, the 7 habits of leadership, just to instill in them a sense of being the change. And so pre-pandemic, we were extended day and extended year and had all sorts of activities during dinner session that were built in. Into our program, and as soon as we're able to get that back rocking and rolling like it was, then we'll certainly do that. But the kids are taught to be creative, be unique, and just be outstanding.
Yeah. Have you seen the A, so the art part of STEAM? How does that come to life in your school?
Right now, the kids have just completed the cardboard challenge. We've done that the last couple of years.
Yep.
And so they had to, we really talked about them about being bored in the house. And so they went through and created games through the design process. Yep. To alleviate that boredom while they were home on Thanksgiving break. And so it's just using the thought process and critical thinking to solve those problems in art, whether it's digital art. Our art teacher is great about teaching them as far as technology, incorporating multiple levels. And so it's not just a time of science, a time of engineering, a time of math, so it's all incorporated together.
Oh, that's
but yeah, I think the art component might be my favorite.
Yeah, well, I think again, it makes STEM, come to life when you add that art piece, and I like the integration piece. So it's not, separate courses. You have an opportunity to mesh all that together, which is kind of like life. We kind of put it all together, so your kids are having that experience at the elementary level. So thank you, Regina, for joining us tonight. Thank you for the work that you're doing with our kids at Alamo. It is appreciated.
Thank you.
From one STEM experience to another STEAM experience, we're going to transition across a few roads to Hayes STEAM Academy. The principal, Paula Danheim, is joining us. She's the new principal of Hayes this year, although she's been at Hayes for several years, so she has a little bit of experience as to what this is all about. Thank you, Paula, for joining us tonight. So talk to us about your STEAM. We've heard about Alamo STEAM. Tell us about the Hayes STEAM experience and what that looks like.
Well, we are very proud to announce that Hayes STEAM Academy is an A-rated school. We focus on inspiring the leaders of tomorrow through an enriched curriculum, social emotional development, and personal responsibility. Students have a chance to grow as a scientist, an engineer, artist, and a mathematician. In addition, they gain superior technology skills that will ensure that they are prepared for any career that they choose in the future. Yeah. Your students, should you come to Hayes, will be part of art exhibits, ukulele or honor choir. They will participate in engineering competitions or possibly explore robotics and just so much more. We are a very proud AVID certified campus for grades pre-K through 5. AVID's mission is to ensure students are college and career ready, so that is a very big push for us. Conscious discipline is utilized campus-wide to help grow and develop students as they learn and understand how to regulate their emotions. We further shine by housing the district's only vivarium, where scholars participate in neuroscience research. In addition to all of these programs, we also have numerous after-school clubs. One of those is Destination Imagination, that combines creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. And of course, we have our very own literacy dog, Birdie, that the students absolutely love reading to. So Hayes focuses on each student's uniqueness. So check us out on the ECISD website or the Hayes STEAM Academy Facebook page.
Okay. Vocabulary help here. Vivarium. You're an elementary principal. That's too big of a word for an elementary school, right?
You are fixing to scare people away from Hayes, but we raise cockroaches intentionally.
Okay.
Yes. So see, everything was good, and then you just had to go there, Dr.
I'm just,
But our student, we do have a vivarium where we have cockroaches. The kids are responsible for feeding, watering, housing those, and then we do turn them over for research. Yes.
fascinating. Another word that I heard you use, which is fascinating, is robotics. So again, elementary kids and robotics, really?
They absolutely love it. Our third, fourth, and fifth grade students get to play with robotics, and they'll actually draw the patterns out, and then those robots are following that pattern. It's amazing what those kids can do.
Yeah, yeah, and that's a part of choice. You know, as we talk about choices tonight, you know what you're describing are the types of opportunities that kids have in ECISD. You know, where else could a kid play with cockroaches? Maybe there are other places, but scientifically, that's a pretty unique experience. And the robotics opportunities, the arts opportunities, in a STEM magnet, which we have 2 of at the elementary level, those are pretty incredible choices for kids. So Paula, thank you for the work that you're doing to create unique and powerful experiences, learning experiences for our kids. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. We've talked a little bit about the A word, art. You've heard it used already in STEAM. So at Alamo, we have a STEAM Academy. At Hayes, we have a STEAM Academy, but we also have a school that's focused specifically on the arts. We'd like to invite now Natalie Fitzgerald. Natalie is the principal of Milan Elementary, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the visual and performing arts at Milan. And Natalie, I'll tell you one thing. When I came here as the superintendent 2 years ago, one of the things that I heard about this district was about the incredible arts program that is found in Ector County. And every single day that I've been here, that has proven to be more and more true. So tell us about Milan and what you provide to students.
Thank you, Dr. Mary. Milan Fine Arts is a pre-K 4 through 5th grade campus. We offer students a unique opportunity to explore and develop their abilities in the exciting and stimulating world of the arts. The Visual and Performing Arts program at Milan provides comprehensive visual art study, dance, drama, choral, and instrumental music. So students attend fine arts daily for 45 minutes, 5 days a week, as well as PE or dance daily. Students attend music twice a week, art twice a week, and drama once a week. We also have 2 full-time Suzuki violin teachers, a general music teacher, and a piano teacher. So students attend general music once a week, and beginning kindergarten, all students are on the piano, and they have piano classes once a week. Students also have the opportunity to sign up for Suzuki violin classes. The violin lesson is with the child and the parent for 45 minutes, one time weekly. So the parent's the at-home teacher. And then they go to a group class. Pre-pandemic, during Magnet, that's our extended hour that all students attend. They are with other students that are at their same level with their Suzuki violin class. In 5th grade, students have the opportunity to sign up for harp. So we already start students in harp in 5th grade, or then they can focus if they want additional time on the piano and going more than once a week, they can focus on that as well. Then with art, we have 2 art teachers. So they go to art 2 times weekly, and they switch at semester. So the first semester they have one of the art teachers, then the next semester they have the other art teacher. So they're getting 2 different perspectives from both teachers in 1 year that have different artistic styles. And then they also attend once a week drama. So all students attend drama starting pre-K. And during drama, students have the opportunity to have an introduction to the theater and the areas of production. Then we have a full dance studio. So dance occurs during the PE time. Students can sign up for hip hop, tap, jazz, and ballet. And then instead of going to PE, they go to the dance class. They bring their dance shoes, and then they're in their dance class. And so then we go into Magnet. So we have all that within the day. But then they transition to magnet, and that's our extended day where all students stay. And so when they transition, they do that every 9 weeks, so 4 times a week. So our hope is, next semester that we get back into this. And, with the pandemic, we haven't been able to do the multi-age classes. So just some classes we have offered are baton twirling, ballet folklorico, bell choir. We do a fall production for drama, and then we do a big spring musical. So the students 3rd through 5th grade put on 13 shows. So all ECISD 1st graders get to come over. It's held at Blackshear, and then they get to watch the show as well as community performances that we put on. Then we have dance as well during that time. So hip hop, modern jazz, lyrical, and Broadway dance, as well as Latin dance, the bachata, the carnavalito, the flamenco, as well as choir, clave piano, guitar. So various things there that are offered, and students get to select with their parents every 9 weeks on their choice sheets. Then every 9 weeks, they have a magnet show off to showcase what they've worked on that 9 weeks. And then, so some school performances we have a fall and we have a spring Suzuki recital. We do that at the Odessa High Performing Arts Center. And so the children get to go to that beautiful performance center that has been recently built, as well as the spring dance recital. We have so many dancers that we have to have 2 recitals in one day. Use the Odessa Performing Arts Center, as well as winter and spring music concerts, then the fall and spring piano recitals. So they get to play on that grand piano at the Odessa Performing Arts Center as well. And the winter and spring harp recitals, a spring art show, and the West Texas Guitar Festival. So that's just a little bit of what we have to offer at Milan, Dr. Murray.
Hey, Natalie, I'm exhausted. I don't think little and Milan go in the same sentence. Yeah. I think you offer a lot at Milan. Tell me about harp. So the last time I saw a harp, I'm 6 feet 6 inches tall, so it was taller than I was. And elementary kids and harp, are there really harps that are suited to elementary students?
Yes, sir, they are. And then we feed. Wow. So we feed all the way to OHS with the harp program. So we've had many students to go on. We've had students that have performed in different arenas, performed around the world as dancers, and
that's great.
We're really proud.
That's incredible. Yeah, and I've seen the little Suzuki violins, so I know they make violins for the littlest of children. Those are pretty interesting to see. So, hey, Natalie, thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for really bringing the arts to life in our community and in the lives of our kids. Once again, academically, we know that kids that have arts experiences have a tendency to perform better academically. The two can go hand in hand. So thank you for not only nurturing their artistic abilities, but nurturing their academic abilities through the fine and performing arts. Good stuff. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Mary.
Hey, you're welcome. All right, transitioning to another new principal. Jennifer Bazell is the principal at Reagan Elementary. Reagan offers a unique academic experience for kids in Ector County. So Jennifer, this is your first year as sitting as the principal of Reagan Elementary. So I'm sure you're not only learning a lot about the experiences of the kids at those schools, but you have a chance to share some of that new learning with our families tonight. So why would I, as a parent, want my child to attend Reagan? What's in it for my child?
You would want, thank you very much. You would want to come to Reagan because we are focusing on academics and we want to build world-class leaders. I mean, that's what our focus is. We're making students be prepared for the future. We are called Reagan All-Stars. I want to tell you a little bit about what All-Stars stands for. The A stands for the academic achievement. We focus on academic achievement. The L stands for lifelong learners. That's what we want to create. The second L stands for learning partnership. We have a partnership between our students, between our parents, between our staff, and last between our community. The S in STARS stands for scholars. We are scholars in action. The T stands for the team approach. We believe in having a team approach. The A stands for academic focus. The R stands for rigor. We do focus on high academic rigor. And the last S is the student-centered instruction. We truly believe that we can focus our students into preparing for the future, and we do that through using a lot of depth and complexity and rigor and pushing our students to be the best that they can be. Many of our students, they go on to become those world-class leaders. We have students that are in the top 10 every year in all of our high schools. So we're very proud of each of these students that are working so hard and doing so much.
Jennifer, you mentioned leadership a couple of times. How does leadership, what does that look like at your school? How do you build the capacity of our students from a leadership perspective?
Well, to build leadership, you have to start them off in foundation. We have pre-K through 5th grade here. And as pre-K, we start building in that depth and complexity and that rigor, even at that level. We have our teachers go in and they focus on things that will build into our kinder first all the way up through 5th grade. And we're trying to create those students into those leaders that we want in our future. So that is what our focus is.
I think you mentioned as well, you know, your students, as you watch them matriculate to middle school and then high school, you know, you see your students that develop that leadership skill at Reagan, you know, kind of using those leadership skills in our high schools. So good work. You know, those investments that you make when they're early are clearly paying off as kids enter high school and then beyond. I think I heard you say world class. So you're
right.
thinking beyond just our own community. You want kids to be leaders in our world. So good stuff.
That's exactly right.
Hey, thank you, Jennifer, for joining us tonight. Thank you for the work that you do at Reagan on behalf of the many students that you serve. You have a boatload of kids on your campus. So thanks for the work that you do every day.
Thank you,
right.
sir. I appreciate you.
No, you're very welcome. All right. Transitioning from the academic magnet opportunity to Zavala Elementary. So this is a unique choice opportunity for families, Community and Career Academy. We're joined by Tanya Galindo. She's the principal at Zavala. So Tanya, tell us a little bit about Community and Career Academy. What does that mean? How does it come to life at Zavala?
Well, we are a very unique campus. We are a pre-K through 2nd grade campus. Community and Career is a program that provides transformative learning experiences for students. Students in kindergarten through 2nd grade collaborate and create a miniature community inside our school, complete with their own currency, rules, and economy. The students learn about leadership by becoming leaders and managers of their own businesses. They also learn how a community works together to create a better world. Through real-world learning, Zavala creates engaging, hands-on classroom environments and empowers students to develop knowledge and skills that they need to thrive in an ever-changing world. This real world in miniature puts students in situations that challenges their minds and gives them the means to impact their world and make a difference in their community later in life. So in our Community and Career program, the rewards are immediate and tangible. Students transform from passive learners to active participants in schools. So they create their own businesses, starting with the business plan. They go to a bank and ask for a loan. They create their own products. Once they produce the products, we have shopping days and the students are able to go and shop. So while they're creating these products, they're earning Zavala money in order for them to shop. So they learn how to count money. They learn how to give change, what it's like to be a CEO and a CFO, what it's like to follow rules, because we have peace officers, we have a judge, we have lawyers, we have a cafe where our students, we have a kitchen that is built for students, where students are able to cook their product, cook whatever they're going to cook to sell, whether it's pizza or cookies or cupcakes, and they sell it. They make commercials so they can
talk about what they're going to be selling. And it's pre-K through second grade. And yes, they're all doing this and they're enjoying it. They're loving it and they're becoming leaders. And with the Community and Career Academy offered at Zavala, once they leave us, they're ready to move over to Travis, where they continue to focus on career and leadership.
So when I think about careers, I think about our high school kids, entering a career academy and then moving on, to a post-secondary experience and ultimately a job. But career and elementary, really?
Really, yes, that's where it starts. We build that foundation and we teach our students that we need to be productive citizens once we leave elementary and go to middle school and high school, because eventually once we all turn 16, we get a job. Well, our students are learning what it's like to have a job so they know what they want to do and advertise into that, because they know what they want to do when they grow up, what college they want to go to, what they want to study.
Thank you. One of the words when we think about your theme, it's community and career academy, and that community piece. Right now in the midst of a pandemic, we've seen the power of community. When a community reacts in a positive manner, when a community reaches out and to those that are hurting, and so to know that you're building that sense of community with a whole generation of kids gives me great confidence in the work that's happening in our system. So thank you for investing not only in the career side of our students, but also the very real and tangible community side. We need kids that will grow up and become healthy adults and contribute in a positive manner to our community. So thank you for developing those skills in our kids. We appreciate you being with us tonight, Tanya.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, moving on from Community and Career Academy to Career and Leadership Academy. So this is Travis Elementary. Amy Russell is the principal at Travis. I think you've already heard Travis mentioned a little bit just a second ago. So this is the continuation. So Amy, you want to first tell us how the two of you are connected and then talk about what's happening on your campus.
What a great introduction from my partner principal, Ms. Tanya Galindo, and we absolutely work hand in hand and day in and day out because we share the same families, and how wonderful that is that two principals and two campuses can share the same neighborhood families. So we decided to, when I first came on board last year, Ms. Galindo and I spent a great amount of time talking to teachers as well as talking to our families and community members of what did we want the theme of Zavala and Travis to encompass, and what was the passion of our families and students here. And they all said they have to learn skills such as science and math and learn about their community, learn to be good citizens, and they need to be ready for middle school. They need to be ready for high school and life. So we knew we had to bring in leadership into that component. So Travis does a great job of taking students where they are at Zavala. And then we continue with our math and science focus. We have two amazing labs, our math lab and our science lab, so that students can work hands-on with math and get a deep, more rigorous instruction. In science, they learn about the world. They learn about appreciation for nature and our earth and our world. And then that third component, the leadership, goes beyond just having students open doors or stand at the front. That leadership component encompasses the 7 habits as well as the leader in me. When we look at our students, we need to see as adults that there's a leader inside of you, and we're here to help pull out that leadership. So when our students come through 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we are ready to pass them over to the middle school and the middle school ages, which is a lot bigger campus. They're going to go to a lot bigger community, and they need those skills to be ready for middle school, ready for high school. And at Travis, we build that community and that interaction with Odessa College. We had a great leadership opportunity last year where they were paired with Odessa College students who were learning about leadership, and they learned from each other, which was amazing. And then the leader in me, like I said, will encompass the 7 habits, not just for the students, but for the adults. So we're so pleased about the partnership with our Zavala and Travis families, and we know that we'll do our best to prepare your students for tomorrow and tomorrow.
Hey, thank you for that, Amy. It's interesting, both of you talked about each other in your school, so it's clear that Zavala and Travis are very much interconnected. And I also heard you say you support the family. So it's, both schools supporting the entire family unit as kids matriculate from pre-K all the way through your school. So if a child shows some career interest at Zavala, do they have a chance to kind of continue that same interest at Travis?
Absolutely. And what we do is just kind of deepen that partnership like we did with Odessa College students. And we want the students to kind of lead that learning. We want the students to direct their self-interest and what that's going to look like. Last year, we started the Ambassador Leadership Program in our 5th graders. And I had a couple teachers come forward and wanted to take that on. And they asked me, what's your vision for it? What do you want to do? And I said, no, that's the wrong question. The question is, what do the students want to do? What is their interest? What is their passion? And then we'll build up on that.
Good. Hey, thank you for being with us tonight, Amy. We appreciate the work that you're doing, really, both of you at Zavala and Travis, just the way that you are connected because you serve the same community. And it's nice to be able to see the connection between these two schools. So thanks for the work that you're doing. And thank you for building leaders for our community. I heard leadership come out quite a bit in your conversation tonight. And our community needs really powerful leaders, constructive leaders, and you're developing those even at the elementary level. So we'll benefit from in the future from that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Transitioning, we're now going to promote ourselves. We've had some really good elementary experiences, learned a lot tonight. We're going to now move to middle school choice opportunity. I'm going to ask Mitch Gehrig. Mitch is the principal of Ector College Prep Success Academy. That's a mouthful. Mitch, I'm going to invite you to join us tonight and tell us a little bit about what's happening at Ector College Prep Success Academy. What sets you apart?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Murray, for this opportunity to talk about Ector. Our goal at Ector College Prep is to increase the performance of all students and close the achievement gaps in all students. We're doing this by improving our Tier 1 instruction, by basing the instruction on data from our common formative assessments that students take each week. We also provide an extra math and reading class for every student so that they can focus on their individual gaps and work with programs that lead them into filling those gaps. We focus our instruction on literacy and development across all the disciplines, and this includes not only electives, but also fine arts classes. We instill the belief that all students can attend college. A lot of our students come from poverty, and we try to instill that belief that they can still attend college regardless of their environment. Our day is structured with a block schedule of 4 classes per day with approximately 80-minute blocks. This allows more time for instruction and less transitions for students. This improves learning and reduces discipline issues because of the limited transitions that can happen in middle school. We provide mandatory academic support through extended day program. This is where we're kind of unique compared to other middle schools. We have an extended day which focuses on extra academic support through reteaching, homework help, and Achieve 3000 program, which students log into each day to improve their reading skills. On Friday, students report to school at 11 o'clock, so I'm sure a lot of students would like to attend Ector, so they only have to go to school half a day on Friday. They attend all of their classes and take their CFAs or their common formative assessments on those days. The teachers report at 8:30 each morning on Friday, and they attend their PLCs, and they plan and review data and adjust their instruction for the next week. We also have unique extracurricular activities, which include band. Mariachi is a huge program here at Ector that really fits the culture of the students and families in this area. We also have harp, dance, AVID, art, and athletics for all students. And finally, we believe that the most important person in a child's life is their parent or guardian. We believe that they have a huge effect on their child's success in school. So we encourage our parents to support their child's learning at home by having high expectations and making education a priority.
Mitch, thank you. I was on your campus and actually walked into that mariachi classroom one time, and that is a pretty powerful experience for kids. And it was just fun to watch the kids in that environment, not only enjoy the experience, but just the pride that existed, of those kids as they were playing those instruments and did so very well, by the way.
Yes.
Impressive program. And you're right. I think when we honor and celebrate the culture of our students and they feel that and they know it's genuine, then it certainly captures their hearts and attention. Your day is a little bit longer for students. Is that correct?
Pre-COVID, yes. We had to align our schedule with the districts this year because of transportation issues and things like that. But we have built that into the school day. But normally our days extended till 5:20.
Is it?
And at the end of the day is when we have our homework centers. Normally would have our homework centers where students attend, and that's where they receive the intervention for their homework, for reading, for whatever areas that they may be struggling in.
What does that extra time, and maybe I should say what did it, because maybe you'll transition back to that after COVID.
Right.
What did that extra time allow you to do?
Well, we have a reteaching time that we can pull students from the homework centers to take them back to the classrooms for teachers to do reteaching. Yep. They also can log into Achieve 3000, where they will work on their reading skills. And we also have tutors that we hire through Boys and Girls Club that will work with students on their homework if they're struggling with homework or with any issues that they have with any of the work that they're working on.
Good. So it sounds like really some individual opportunities for kids with that extra time.
Yes, exactly.
Good.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Hey, thanks, Mitch, for being with us tonight. Thank you for what you're doing for a large group of middle school kids.
Yes.
Director, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to move on from middle school to high school. We have three interesting choice opportunities at the high school level. We're going to start with New Tech Odessa, the George H.W. Bush New Tech Odessa. Our principal is not able to be with us tonight, but we are joined by the instructional specialist, Ms. Corando, and she's going to walk us through a little bit about New Tech Odessa. And it is really a unique place for kids. There you are. So Ms. Corando, tell us a little bit about New Tech. What makes it unique and sets it apart from other schools? Can't hear you. We unmute. There we go. I heard you. There you go.
All right. So here at New Tech Odessa, we are an all-academic college prep high school, and we have a strong focus on college and career readiness, and we serve 9th through 12th graders. We also offer honors, advanced placement, and dual credit in the core classes. Our primary mode of instruction is project-based learning with problem-based learning embedded in our math and science. We also have instilled some strong core values of trust, respect, and responsibility. We have a seamless use of technology. We are one-to-one with MacBooks, and we have a learning management system called Echo through the network. In collaboration with Odessa High School and Permian High School, learners are allowed to participate in UIL activities. And the thing about here at New Tech for students to thrive, we have chances to lead. The method is teaching through PBL. We also collaborate with others, the students will. They have an experience of culture of learning with high energy, and here they're driven to serve and succeed. They will experience the use of new technology. We present them with challenges, and most importantly, they will be prepared to face the future. Extracurricular activities that we do offer, again, a reminder that the ECISD students are allowed to participate in the UIL activities at Odessa High and PHS. We have Odyssey of the Mind, student councils, National Honor Society, academic decathlon, octathlon, yearbook, journalism, and archery. We have been recognized by TA with 4 distinctions and also by the New Tech Network as a Spotlight School. And while they attend, we also, students will be required for the foundation plan, but they will also earn college credit with our local community college and university. And if they complete all the dual credits here in New Tech, they could possibly obtain an associate's degree in general studies, and these will transfer to a 4-year university. The thing unique also is our seniors. They complete a project-based research design class, and this one they experience an internship with local businesses and civic organizations for potential career opportunities. We also provide the opportunity for guidance in the college process in financial aid, college applications, and college scholarships. And the enrollment process involves an application, and we do have mandatory incoming freshman parent recruitment meetings. We also have acceptance is a first come first serve basis. Right now spots are limited, and if they have any questions, please contact us at 432-456-6989 and visit us at the www.ectorcountyisd.org NTO.
Wow, you were busy. There's a lot going on over there. So new technology, I think I actually heard a new name come out from you tonight. Maybe we should change the name to the award-winning HW Push New Tech Odessa. Congratulations on those honors and awards. Before I let you go,
yes, sir.
A phrase that you used a couple of times, problem-based learning. What is that in a sentence or less?
Okay, problem-based, well, we have project-based learning, which the students, they learn with contextual and creative and shared with students. They collaborate in projects. With problem, it's again, it's inquiry based, and they will look at a problem and then challenge them for real world solving.
So it's all about, so it's kind of group problem solving is what I heard you say, and very real world oriented. So kids at the high school level are solving the problems of the world in groups and content circled around. So yeah, another thing that makes New Tech Odessa a pretty special place for kids, besides all the cool technology. That's fun too. So good.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Dr.
Good work happening at New Tech. Thank you very much. All right. Moving, kind of shifting a little bit down the road, if you know where these places are located, onto the Odessa College campus. Odessa College graciously allows us to use, really, they host two of our choice opportunities on their campus. The first one we're going to visit tonight is OC Techs. The principal, Carl Miller, is with us. Odessa Career and Technology Early College High School. Whoosh, Carl, that's a mouthful.
Yes, it is, sir. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. Thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about OC Techs and what makes you special.
Okay, well, what makes us special is we are career-oriented, and we're an early college high school. We're located on the college campus here at Odessa College. One of the things that's interesting is that we have 125 slots or positions that are open for applications for this coming next year. And our application this year has moved to 100% online. And so we would ask that you would go to the OC Techs webpage, and on the left-hand side, you would see a homepage. You'll see the application for 2021-2022. You click on that hot link, follow the directions, and you can fill out the form, and then, of course, hit the submit button. And that will get you your application submitted. What we have applications and are accepting right now are for auto technician, diesel technician, business, energy technician, culinary arts, criminal justice, welding, and then occupational safety and environmental technologies, which is actually OSET for short. All of those are careers, active careers that our students, when they finish the four-year program, will have certification in. So what we offer our high school students is a standard high school diploma, then an Odessa College Associate's degree, that is, again, transferable to any college that you go to in the state of Texas, and we offer the professional certification. The really cool part is that all of the college classes and materials for our students are free. There's no cost to the parent or student. All supplies, all equipment are covered. So if you're in the welding class and you need the hood and you need your gloves and you need your tools, we purchase those for you. If you're in the auto diesel technician part and you have a uniform that needs to be for the class, you need the work boots, you need the gloves, those are all provided. Same thing goes with business. Culinary arts, when they need to get all their cooking knives and all their tools, it's all provided in that program. It's no cost to the parent. And the other cool part is that when they step on this campus as a freshman, they are an Odessa College student on day one. We are also accepting these applications all the way up through March 4th. And then on March 4th, we're going to assess and see how many applicants we have. If we get above that 125, student applicants will then be put into a holding pattern, and if kids change their mind, which students do sometimes, they decide they want to go to Permian or they want to go to OHS, and that's fine. What we don't have is we don't have the athletics, but we do have a very focused and scripted program here that is turning out graduates that are able to get into works and jobs and careers that are paying. And
that's great.
And
to clarify, one of the things you said, I just want to make sure, especially parents and kids hear this. So a successful graduate of OC Techs, I get a high school diploma, and I get a technical certificate, and I get a 2-year degree from OC, all at the same time.
Yes, sir.
And the price tag of that was how much again?
Free.
Oh,
free.
Free. Yeah, that's the beauty of early college, high school. Pretty powerful opportunity.
And the other piece that I'll just say, and this is kind of that little catch piece, and I don't want to dissuade anyone from doing this, but what we really require is that you've got to maintain a 70% grade point average or higher, because college is real. And like I say, freshmen, a lot of times 14, 15, you've got to learn how to do some time management. And
But I believe if I go to any school in ECISD, the only way that I can successfully get out of that school is if I have that 70% or above. So,
and that's the thing. I don't know. Sometimes people will say, I don't know if I can go to college, but it is doable. It is so doable, especially from these awesome feeder programs that we have from the elementary. I was loving to hear all the details coming from these feeder schools that are coming up. So
good stuff. They're getting them ready for you.
That's awesome. I love it. I look forward to seeing applications, and thank you for this time.
Hey, Carl, thank you for the opportunity. We're going to go visit with your neighbor right now.
All right.
Thank you for joining us tonight. So our final choice opportunity for high school kids tonight is a neighbor of Carl's, and that is James Ramage at Odessa Collegiate Academy. So OCA, also located on the Odessa College campus. James, thanks for being here tonight. Tell us a little bit about OCA and what sets you apart from the other choices.
Thank you for having us, Dr. Murray. We're excited about this. We're one of the, youngest schools now. We are actually 2 buildings over from OC Techs.
Yep.
And our students also attend high school and college at the same time.
Yep.
And when they graduate, they get their associate degree in 6 pathways, either in general studies or liberal arts, biology, business administration, STEM, or early childhood through 6th grade teaching. And that's 60 college hours, and all of that is free. We recruit for 8th grade about 125 slots. Our campus is about 400 students. And we work with them through high school classes and then on to college classes. As they progress each year, they take more college classes here to where their senior year, they're taking predominantly college classes and maybe 1 or 2 high school classes. We're all tied together by AVID. All of our students take AVID here at OCA. That helps them with their organizational skills, tutorials, but that's also where we work with students to make sure that they help them apply for colleges, fill out FAFSA forms, financial aid, and just life in general in college. Our goal for our students is that in addition to get the associate degree, our expectation is for them to apply then to university and transfer those hours to get their 4-year degree. And that's what we're doing with our senior class right now. Many of them are getting accepted into colleges here in Texas, Texas Tech, Angelo State, UTPB, Texas A&M. One of our students actually today just got accepted into Ohio State University, way up north.
Yep.
So we're real excited about that. And but our job is to work with our students to help them get that associate degree, which is 60 college hours, which is about basically a $20,000 scholarship. And so how much it would cost if you were a regular student here at Odessa College. And all of that is free.
So again, same thing that we just talked to Carl about. So if I graduate successfully from OCA, not only do I have a high school diploma, but I have an AS degree in one of the options that you talked about. And I do believe I heard teaching.
Yes.
And so as Ector County ISD needs quality teachers, you know, an opportunity for us to grow and develop teachers is really through OCA.
Yes, and we're very excited about that with that pathway. And so definitely we're looking out for some of those potential teachers years down the road. So we're very excited about that.
Yeah, that's good. Well, James, thanks for the work that you're doing. Thank you for supporting all of those kids, and really for you and Carl both, just the relationship that the two of you have on that campus. We're very appreciative of Odessa College for providing a home for the two of you, and then for the work that you do to really support almost 800 kids as they travel throughout your programming.
Yes, if you can imagine 800 high school students, we'll hit a passing period in the morning and you'll see kids going from class to class. And so it's really a unique situation where kids get to experience that college atmosphere before they graduate high school. So it's really incredible here. Odessa College has been fantastic to work with, and they truly support our programs.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, it's unique to Ector County. You don't find that kind of relationship anywhere else. And so kudos to Ector, or kudos to Odessa College for just opening their arms and allowing us to engage. And again, who wins? Our kids win, and our community wins. So again, thanks, James, for joining us tonight.
All right, thank you, Dr.
All righty. I'm going to bring back Alicia Severson. We're going to close this out. So our parents, you moms and dads, have heard tonight a lot about the choices: elementary choices, middle school choices, high school choices. So now, Alicia, our parents are excited. They may have made some choices. What do they do next?
So I would love to show them how to apply online. If we can go to our website and take a look at where they can click and apply. We've actually worked to streamline and make it consistent across all of our school web pages. So let me show you just some of the places you can go and click. So Dr. Muri, if you will click on the Choice Schools and Online Application button, this is located.
I was going to say it's on the main page, right, Alicia?
Yes,
okay.
Located on the main page of the ECISD webpage. And then where it says click here to apply, go ahead and click. And I just want parents to know this is a very easy process. If you don't already have an account, you create your own account. It's just first name, last name, and your email, and you'll set up a password. This application is available in English and Spanish, and you can select the language at the top of the page just by selecting from that Google drop down.
Okay.
So if you click apply now, and we probably don't have a demo set up, but parents can see what this will look like.
Okay, but that's what they would click if they wanted to apply now. Click on the apply now. Okay.
Absolutely. And it's a very simple application. You select your school from this application online. And the only campuses this does not apply to are our choice high schools, because they actually have their own application that Carl Miller referenced when he was talking about OC Techs.
And I noticed
very simple.
Yeah, it is very simple. I noticed at the bottom it says, if I'm interested but want more information, you simply go to the school. So if you wanted more information about Milan, you'd go to Milan. We'll go back to the school district website.
Absolutely.
So go on our schools, and there they are. So Milan is located in the M section last time I checked. So there's Milan. But I think you said our high schools would need their own application. So there's OC Techs, there's A, and then New Tech Odessa is right up here. So the three choice high schools, simply go to that school and you would find that information.
Yes, and Dr. Muri, go ahead and click on one of those choice high schools. I do want to show what it looks like. If you choose to apply through a campus web page, see where it says future students and online application?
No.
It's up at the top where it says school start and end time, student transportation.
Right there. Yes.
There you go. So all of our choice schools have that exact same button. So if you go to the Milan webpage to apply, same button is on Milan, on Travis, on Zavala. It'll say future student and online application. So you can also go to the school to apply as well.
Got it. Good deal.
And you know, Dr. Muri, something we didn't mention that I think parents might be interested in knowing knowing,
Yep.
transportation is actually provided to all of our choice schools. So since these choice schools may not be your neighborhood campus that you live close to,
Right.
if you choose to go to a choice school, transportation is provided, and you can find information to apply for transportation on our choice school webpage.
Great. Hey, great information tonight, Alicia. Thank you. And thank you to the 13 administrators that joined us tonight to talk about their campuses. And then finally, to our parents, those of you watching tonight, thank you for joining us. ECISD is a district that believes in choice. We want you as our parents and our students to have choices in the educational opportunities that are available for your children. You heard 13 pretty incredible choices tonight. We encourage you to explore them. But beyond just those 13, every school in ECISD provides choices and options for kids. And so whatever your choice may happen to be, as a parent or as a child, we are grateful for the opportunity to serve and meet the needs of the children of Ector County. Thank you very much and good night.